They Brown, you shot 8 under, you shot 6 under.
Listen, I'm glad we weren't live for that.
Well, you're still tied for the lead with the pros, real pros.
Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. SGT Golf Tour. We're off and running. Tips, tour action. AdamHaugenPGA. Round 1 up the right-hand side, flirting with the out of bounds line
Boy,
here.
I didn't see that.
What a move he put on that. Did you see the finish? The quick semi-helicopter.
Patrick Reed taught me that for the Masters back in 2018.
Patrick Reed.
Par 5 here, first hole. 490 yards. We've got 25 yards left here for our third. Almost dunked it. It's gonna be a gur.
Forgot about the further greens.
I think he would have expected a little better from there. Just inside of 20 feet. Did we get a stimp check?
12.
12. 12. Tim must have vacuumed in here. Rolling at a 12 this morning.
No. Blew it off. Is that it?
Runs it through the circle. 5.5 feet left here to clean up for par
Seemed a
on
little
hole number
excited
1.
today. I wonder what's in that coffee.
I think the coffee's pretty standard. He is coming off a very nice 6 under round at the par 3 tour, Lucas Oil course. Feeling good. I was here, I watched a lot of it. The ball striking, impeccable this morning.
Nice.
We're at beautiful Hawaii. Hole 2 here at the Wailea course. Had some pronunciation issues with that in the past. Wailea, a tight course. A lot of dog-leg lefts, a lot of OB rights.
Right down the middle.
Pounded down the middle with a draw. He's gonna have nothing but a flip wedge in here on hole number 2.
Was that first hole, par 5?
Was a par 5, yes. It will say up in the top right corner if it's
Thank
a
you.
par
I
3,
wasn't-
4, or 5.
I heard him say all this, every hole's a par 4.
This is up, this is right at it, into the circle.
Spin
Doesn't
back.
get the spin back he was looking for. Still an excellent shot. Fantastic look at birdie upcoming from just outside of 5 feet. That's the kind of accuracy we saw for 18 holes at the par 3 round.
Earlier today.
That's right. A mere formality cleanup for a birdie.
Where is that drone going?
Just elevates, spins around as to give a glimpse of the upcoming hole and then comes back down.
Gave us a shot in the neighborhood as well. Oh,
GS Pro Blimp in the house, cruising by at about 1 o'clock on your screens here. Another baby dog leg left par 4. Almost a mirror image of hole number 2. We've got the mirror image of last drive as well, right up the gut here. Excellent. 300 yards total length, Tim.
Adam is feeling it today. He's in a good place.
Little grip change overnight.
Swing coach got him into a little grip change, a little bit more positive mental space, it looks like, as well.
Yeah, and that grip change will do that.
It's on its way, looking good again. This
Hit
could
the
go
flag.
in. Spin
Oh.
back. And it
Oh,
does. Into the
yes!
circle. A
Wow.
conceded birdie, 3 back to back.
Again.
2 under through 3 holes. Whatever he's doing is working.
Keep doing it.
I've noticed a little less of the shimmy, shimmy, shake before the swing here. He's just settling in nicely and releasing the club. Into the wind, par 3, 4th hole, 186. Quick peek in the bag. Looks to be a 6-iron. Hung out a little bit. We're gonna bounce into that greenside bunker. Oh, 7-iron. That's a big
Feel it
7-iron.
today.
It's a big 7-iron. 188.
in the gym this
Carry
morning.
into the
Early.
wind. Juiced up this morning.
Is that?
Funky first bounce there. It's going to trickle through the circle to about 14 feet away here to escape with a par. Breaking from left to right, finds the
Good
cup.
save.
A third 3 in a row on the scorecard.
They don't add up.
Let's take a look at our leaderboard. T-Booms, Bomber Hildy, Scuba 1974, all the usual suspects at the top of the leaderboard. Bandsager up there as well. Score's a little bit more realistic this week. 13 under is your current leader through 2 rounds.
Adam's first round.
This is the first round.
Wolf.
Some adversity here on the 5th hole. We've pulled it left into the trees and explore all of our options here. See how aggressive he wants to be with this. I thought I saw a window over by the bridge. Could be looking just at a straight punch
think
out
he can
here though. Take
go
a
up
little
and
bit of
over.
medicine.
I always believe up and over. Right there.
Up
Ooh.
and over.
Yes, always.
90% air. What they
Correct.
say at the trees.
Yeah,
I
get up
don't
and over that
know
thing.
if that rings true in Hawaii or not. They look pretty thickly
I
foliaged.
think he's going up and over.
Struck well. Looks like it got through the first opening pretty clean.
Get through there.
All right, advanced well into a clearing. I think we're going to be okay here.
I
36
like the up and
yards.
over strategy.
A golf clap from my co-host this morning.
Up and over.
Caught a lot of that one. It's just to make sure to clear that bunker in front of the green.
Putter's hot though.
Give himself a putt at it.
That putter is hot.
Feeling it with the tailor-made counterbalance spider. A threat anytime he's on the green.
Correct.
tracking
Back
nicely.
to back.
Never a
Saves.
doubt. Right in the middle, another par.
Up and over. Big play.
Is Tim taking credit for that up and over?
Nope, you
Kind of
did it
sounds like
yourself.
it. Kind of sounds like it.
You did it yourself.
Classless from my co-host.
Classless? Wow.
You're a
Harsh.
classy individual.
I just believe in going up and over.
Lengthy par
Always
4
agree.
here, 6th hole. Will require his full attention.
Yes.
Beautiful,
Sit down.
buttery draw up the left side. Might trickle into the rough, but it's gonna be okay. As we work our way around the perimeter of the property here at Wailea. A lot of OB right, which not really a concern for AdamHaugenPGA. Likes to draw the ball. Somebody who will be joining him next round. I, for one, do not like to see that white line up the right side of the golf course, as I prefer the fade. Downwind, drawing nicely, finds the surface, but trickles off into the fairway just fine there. Pretty pedestrian up and in here, I would imagine.
I would imagine. Go.
Releasing nicely into the circle. Leave the putter leaned up against the podium, and we'll move on to the par 3 7th hole. Treacherous green complex surrounded on all sides by sand. 166. Not in love with it, judging by the reaction.
Shot forward.
Safely aboard, but a little ways away here, just over 45 feet.
This putter's so hot, anything's possible.
Aim point indicating beads cascading from right to left. This is a
Left to right,
downhill,
probably.
excuse me, left to right.
I will not correct you on air.
Adam will.
I guaranteed he will. But he should. He's hitting the putt. Sit. In. Oh, a great effort.
Like it took a peek at the hole as it cruised by. Just under 7 feet. For a guy with a stroke like this, should be no problem.
Automatic. Correct.
Right in the
And
heart.
we're back up and over. Where are we flying to this day? Well, we're going back over this way, and now we're here.
What do you know? A dog leg left. Downwind finally. 431. I expect to see him take this one at the bunker with a little bit of a draw, Tim.
That's his game. Straight draw.
Got a lot of it up the right-hand side.
Straight.
300 in the air, 320 total length. My goodness. Total package today.
Telling you, there's something in
This
that
queue at
coffee.
35 feet out.
Something in that coffee. Take a breath. Drop it in the circle.
18, slightly downwind. Okay, a
Very
little
good.
late spin
See?
back here, gonna be okay, right in that 15, 16 foot range.
Turn in there. Oh, half down it.
Caught a big piece of the hole, but does not drop.
You got netting on the left?
There
Right.
is netting, yes. The practice facility here at Wailea up the left-hand side. We've got residents off the right again. Tight tee box, opting for the left side. Just giving a little bit more room to squeeze that draw
pass it,
out
bunker.
there. Landing in, does not hop out. We've got pretty sizable upslope to contend with here. 224. Usually one of the more aggressive players here on the Tips Tour, but I would not be surprised to see the more conservative play
Yeah,
here.
I'm gonna say let it rip.
Quite the upslope.
28.8 degrees up.
Ever seen a four angle that high?
Yes, I have actually. All right, who's driving up? Is that Justin?
Ever aware of his surroundings, Tim Martin,
Justin.
noticing the headlights pulling down the drive here. Could you imagine if you lived in a cul-de-sac? You'd be looking out your window all the time.
I would notice everything.
Sit down.
Yeah,
You got me. You got me. You call it a sack.
I apologize.
Well, I'm gonna go join the ops meeting, so you guys keep this game going.
Be
Can you
appreciated.
handle this?
I will do my
We don't need
best.
the ops meeting in here, so Adam gets distracted.
If you could take some copious notes during
Oh,
that
guaranteed.
during
I'll
that
bring you some
6-minute
stats.
meeting.
I'll bring some stats
Greatly
back for you.
appreciated.
Please go in. Please stay in the circle. Okay.
All right, that's okay. It's going to settle in at about that 7-foot mark inside the comfort zone. Be a stress-free stroke here, playing it right edge. Might be assumptive to call that stress-free, but he made it look easy. We move on, making the turn at 2 under. Typically, this would be the time where we would go in, grab a Tito's, maybe a hot dog at the turn here,
Wizzy for sure.
maybe a kebab at Wailea off the grill. We're just gonna press on, par 4 10th. Right up the gut, drawing a little bit. Probably gonna find that well-placed fairway bunker up the left center of the fairway, leaving one of the most uncomfortable shots in golf, the 50-yard bunker shot. excellently spinning hole high. 12 and a half feet away. This is round one, Jay Nell. Jay Nell, part of our squad here, GVL golfers. GV Lodgers, excuse me. I don't even know my own squad name. Oh, got away with a little bit of a push there. In for birdie.
Shove that in?
This guy just needs to get to the green today.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
He's got the sweat towel on, so you know it's serious.
Strategically placed, the sweat towel was off camera, but
Yeah, well, yeah, we couldn't have a Gatorade like that. That's it.
They're not a sponsor.
yeah, being sponsored by Poppy. All right. Fresh off an opening birdie to start the back nine, we move to the par 3 11th hole, Wailea. Beautiful setting for golf here, Pacific Ocean in the background.
Wipey.
Contact was a little wipey there, leaving us just over 40 feet here. It is a green and rag.
AdamHaugen's not wearing red.
Too soon, Jay Nell, too soon. A skosh aggressive from distance there. Pretty straightforward, flattish green here at the 11th. 11 feet 4 inches here to make our par 3 and move on. Rams it home, aggressive putting stroke. He came to play today. One of the few dog leg rights here, Wailea. 426. Creek way up the right hand side. Pretty open tee shot. Keep it between the palms.
Quarter yard to the right.
Friendly bounce potentially off that palm tree. Up the left hand side, we've got 160 into the wind. Could be some restrictions to the swing motion here with those palm trees right behind him. We'll have to see as he digs into his stance here if that's going to be an issue. Trees could come into play there. Went one-handed with the finish.
Hit the tree,
Very small circular green here at the 12th. One of the more difficult greens in regulation to hit here. 24 yards away. Fantastic short game into the circle for a par. You'll have to bear with me here, folks. Playing at a torrid pace where I'm at 13th hole already, and I've got to assemble my driver in preparation for round 2. You may hear some clicking and some tinkering in the background. 35 behaving for the most part today. Hit hard up the right-hand side.
Nice, they just hit it where I aimed it.
Potentially blocked out by some trees here. This will test his escapability. We'll see how much he attempts to bite off here.
Nice draw 8-iron should be good.
We're going to take it up the right side of those trees, trying to draw it back onto the putting surface from 174. Didn't quite get the elevation he was after, caught a piece of that tree, but gonna end up okay. Front right fringe here, 24 yards. Could chip it, could putt it. Got options. Had the line. So just outside the circle here, 6 feet for yet another birdie. An aggressive exhale, pre-putt, knocks it in. 4 under on the round today. Surprise, surprise, we go from right to left here. Par 4, 14th, Wailea, 431 yards. Again, the Tips Tour, playing the course the pros play. Adam Haugen making a move up the leaderboard, 4 under through 13. Smothers Brothers into the trees left, bounding down. Potential opening here.
Oh.
Maybe got away with one.
Did Adam get a break for once in his effing life? Maybe.
130 into the wind a little bit. Looks like he's got pitching wedge here. Could be his 50 degree. Flighted nicely underneath that first tree on a good line.
Oh, wow.
Up into the circle, resting perfectly hole high. Conceded birdie, claps from Jay Nell. Everything coming up Haugen right now. Narrow fairways everywhere at Wailea. Not a problem for AdamHaugenPGA. Masterfully carving his way around the course here. Got this one, not allowing it to turn at all from right to left. We are through the fairway up the right-hand side and in a spot of bother. If my co-host Tim were here, he'd say up and over. I'm not sure that's the right play. Just 107 to the flag here. Like a hard 54, it did take a bounce off one of those branches off to the right into the green side bunker.
Oh, rough.
Excuse me, rough.
Wow.
Rough.
Bunker might be better here.
Down slope, left slope. chance to judge this lie penalty properly. And sequential run out. Takes it up top. Now we're in the bunker. Sit. Adam, one of the best on tour at not compounding mistakes, has this to clean up for bogey. And I believe his first and only blemish on the card so far. It's in for a 5. Visibly unhappy with that result. Still playing very well. Let's see if he can shake it off, bounce back. Pretty straightforward dogleg left par 4 here. Wind working from right to left. This has got into the wind. Flirting aggressively with that corner. Bouncing out into the fairway. Love the shaft shimmy there. Green light now from the fairway on 16 toward the signature W Palms of Wailea, 123 downwind. Looking to take dead aim here.
Go in. Go in. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's still too
Almost went in twice. Unbelievable shot. A bounce back, stoic ball retrieval. There it is. There's the fist pump off camera.
Turn.
5 under. Puts him currently T8 through 1 round. 2 to play here. Let's not let off the gas. 190 par 3.
Hold.
A strange wind here at the 17th, usually coming off the ocean from left to right. Wind was gusting right out at the Pacific there. Caught that 7-iron and brought it into the greenside bunker. 8-iron, sorry. We were assuming 7. Forgot you were long and strong.
8-iron?
That was 8-iron, Jay.
Adrenaline going
The ball spin on these bunkers.
Clipped from the bunker. No spin. Gonna leave us just outside of 13 feet here, right to left breaker for
That
par.
coarse sand, kind of like the preserve, tough to get spin.
I'm gonna pretend you didn't say that.
Did he clean that up?
He absolutely did. It was like that ball was late for an appointment at the bottom of the cup. It went down quick. Finishing hole, a par 5 here, shockingly, right to left. Blimp beautifully hovering right where he's aiming, I would assume, with a bit of a draw. Patented 1-arm bandit follow through, gonna be right down the middle. T now over on Simulator 2 just ran one through the circle from 40 yards. What a shot. want to say something, but I can't. I'm just going to focus on what's ahead of us here. 2:43 left.
I would welcome a comment.
Wind helping from right to left. He's got iron in his hand from 2:43. What would surely be unreachable for most, at very least, a 3-wooder hybrid for many. A mere 4, maybe 5 iron. I don't know. I'm even too scared to ask what he hit there. We're up next to the green. We're going to get this up and in and card a majestic 6 under round 1 Tips Tour SGT Wailea. He was actually attempting to make that. Runs it by the high side, 5 feet 2 inches here to finish off what would end up a fantastic first round. It's in, never a doubt. Just the one blemish on the 15th. That's a 6 under 66. AdamHaugenPGA. Quick peek at the stats here. He loves to get right in there after a good round. Average drive 303. We've got 10 pars, 7 birdies, 3 sand saves, a mere 23 putts totaling 126 feet of putts made. Impressive display from the boss man this morning. We're going to get warmed up for round 2 here. We're going to break up the video into a 2-part series. Stay tuned for part 2.